Hello awesome people, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here and welcome back to more Space Engineers Ascension. So in the last episode we'd come across 3 ships actually. This one here which is similar to the Star Fury from Babylon 5, so thank you for everyone who pointed that out to me. I didn't actually know, I thought everyone was referring to the big ship over there. Which these 2 ships here, actually sorry not these 2 ships. But this ship over here, the big one, I will be flying back to Primetus, which is all the way in that direction. I'll be flying this all the way back so I can salvage it, and then I will come back through the gate to continue my exploration, basically. The Star Fury, or this ship here, Bluey, will stay with me, as it will be used as my scouting vessel for the most part, as Kara will be used for welding and whatnot. Welding, repairing, and drilling, mining. I couldn't think of the word all of a sudden. The other vessel, the one that's just up above us, the mining one, I think it's a mining one or it's a repair ship, that one will be heading back to my base as well, as I can utilize that to get around my base for starters and use that to repair or to build anything I need to build without having to send Kara back and forth. And I feel that one being a slightly bigger would be great for actually expanding my base and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out how exactly I'm going to move everything. I'm going to use Kara, I think, to pick me up, then to take me. Actually, instead of talking about it, I'm actually going to do it. So I'm going to go get Kara here. Get Kara to come down and to pick me up. And then I'll use Kara to take me over to the other ship, the mining one, which is right there, by the way. And then we'll, then I'll get inside of that, and then I'll attach that to the big ship, the big small one. And then I'll use that to fly around. So what I'll do is I'll come down here, turn dampeners on, spin around ever so slowly, go back to my normal view so I can see where Kara is, and then we'll come back down like so, and then that way we can actually get in the seat safely. Sweet, okay, we're doing quite fine already, even though that shouldn't be the most difficult of tasks. Now, I'm hoping that the gravity range over here wouldn't extend past this ship, so I can still get inside of it and fly it. And speaking of flying it, I can't actually see where its cockpit is. Where is this cockpit in this thing? I didn't really have a chance to look at it before, and it actually seems like it's unpowered for the most part, but we will be sticking it on top of the other ship anyway. So as long as I can fly it over there... Oh, there's the cockpit there. Okay, so I will have to turn off the gravity on the Phoenix just temporarily so I can do what needs to be done. So gravity, off please. I can just decrease its range, but I might as well just turn it off anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here and try to get inside this thing, and that way we should be able to turn it on and everything. Okay, and inside. Sweet. Does this actually have any power or any, Oh yeah, it does, sorry. Yeah, it has 40. And let's go to third person view and power on. Train spark. There we go. This thing is called Train Spark. Actually, I guess it kind of does look like a train, doesn't it? It's kind of cool looking though. I'm not going to lie, it's actually a really cool looking ship. So I'm going to send Train Spark over on top of the bigger ship over there without hopefully thrusting. Where is its back facing thrusters? Oh, they're down there. Okay, would that burn the landing gear? Apparently not. Okay, so I'm going to send Train Spark on top of the big ship over here, even though they're about equally the same size now that I think about it. Turn the dampers on, obviously. I don't think there's any camera views on this. At least not that I noticed, so this is primarily flown in third person, so I will have to keep an eye on that. So yeah, I'm going to stick this on top of the other one, and then I'm going to fly them back to Primetus, and we can salvage one of them, and then keep this other one here as well. So where can I park this where the thrusters won't burn it? That's something I have to keep in mind as well. Somewhere on the... Where's its landing gear? It's middle-ish. I can park it right on the back there, and just hope that the front section won't get anything. Let's try and see how that works out for us. If anything, we do have the side here, actually. But the side does feel a little underexposed as well. I do like the cookie ship. The cookie ship looks really cool as well. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a really nice looking ship. So we can... Just trying to see our limitations here. If we go back here, there's still a chance of burning. Yeah, there definitely is a chance of burning there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to thrust away so I can get out without damaging the ship too much. I definitely want to take this one back with me. And there's not that many other ways I can think of. This doesn't have any merge blocks? Actually, I don't know if it has any merge blocks. Do you have any merge blocks? No, you don't. You don't. Not don't. Okay, it's hard to look around the ship when I've only got third person available to me. Maybe the underside is slightly different, maybe slightly cleaner. Ah, there we go. The underside right there at the back. We can stick this on under there. And we will be good to then transport these two. Sweet. Okay, off to an alright start, I think. This ship is actually surprisingly maneuverable for its size and everything. Now, obviously, I think I might have to get rid of the Phoenix slightly. So, Phoenix, can you move out of the road slightly? Going to need you to go which way? This way, please. Thank you. Just out of the road, so I don't really have to worry about you so much. Get you all the way over here. There we go. Okay, now we're back to this one. Sweet. And this should allow me to lock it onto here without too much issue. I say that, but I could be very, very wrong with what's about to happen here. We'll see. Back a little bit more, and very close. Down. Okay, we have a lock. That's fine as long as we're locked on. Everything else can stay the way it is. Let me make sure that the landing gear has a... It doesn't break. Okay, sweet. It doesn't break. Good. So dampener's off on that. Now I need to get out to a point where Kara can get me or the Phoenix can get me. I think I might use the Phoenix just for safety reasons. Okay, so we're gonna come back down here. This is all really weird management that you wouldn't have to do if you had a jetpack accessible to you. But anyway, I'm gonna go this way and then slightly over. And I think you guys can see what I'm doing now. As long as if I'm falling above the Phoenix's platform, it doesn't necessarily matter how I fall out or how I get out, as long as I can fall on top of the platform in some way, like I would be doing right about now. So we'll back it up, and then yeah, that should be good. Okay, sweet. So now if I T, that gives me, I can't see, but we should be able to land on the platform if we enable gravity. So Phoenix, gravity on, sir. Whoop. Awesome! Okay, that's two things done, and now we just need to get the other ship back, and we should be good. Okay, just remember the name of the ship, the name of the gate. Sorry, the gate's name is, pretty sure it's just Phoenix. It's just Phoenix. Okay. Wanted to clarify, wanted to make sure. Now, at some point in this series, and it has been highly requested as well, at some point I will be building myself a supergate. The supergates are used to transfer ships between. Now, I'm thinking of building a large enough ship that can have a supergate somewhere attached to it, as well as having a supergate back at base. That way, if I find any ships, I can send them through the large ship's supergate, and that way they'll come all the way back over here. So let's come down here. Let's get me, and I'll get me to transfer over to the other big ship. So back over here. Oh, stop. There we go. Perfect. And now we'll just get ourselves back up here, move Kara out of the road, and we should be good to go on our way back home. Awesome. Everything's turned out a little bit better than I was expecting, to be honest. So let's get out here without damaging or destroying anything. Let's get inside here. We'll send Kara on her way back. Actually, we can't do that when we're inside of here because this thing doesn't have any antennas. So Kara, I'll let you do. I'll just dock her back in with the Phoenix. That way I don't have to worry about losing her at all. Okay, over here. Sweet. And again, this is just for the sake of not losing her. She is very valuable. And docked. Perfect. Okay, let's get inside this thing, and then let's hope this thing flies rather well. So what I'm going to do is actually going to close off the blast doors, just so we don't have to worry about anything too much on the back side of things anyway. Now we need to fly all the way back home. This might take a while, so I might have to fast forward depending on how this journey goes for us. This might go very wrong, or it might go very right. We'll have to see. I will take things rather smoothly for the most part, so I don't damage either the train spark or the cookie monster. I really need to rename the cookie monster. It doesn't sound right. It's a great ship, great looking ship as well. I actually really like it, but the cookie monster is just an odd name. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on my crosshair so I can see what exactly I'm looking at, just so we know, and we were way off mark. Okay, let's go back up this way, and there we go, roundabout, and let's thrust forward. And we do have a little bit of drag from the other ship. I say drag, it's not really drag, but it's similar to what drag can be described as. So we're going to thrust forth now. Hopefully we'll get up enough speed here to benefit from it. And we'll say goodbye to the Phoenix for the first time. This is scary. Again, we are leaving the Phoenix out in deep space. But as long as we get back home safely, we can use the gate to come back. So as long as we have that on our side, we are all good. I shouldn't... Okay, everything is breaking. Or not breaking, but things are colliding at high speeds. So we might have to make sure everything goes well enough. I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little worried here. There are collision sounds, which is kind of scaring me. But we'll go without it. So we'll accelerate again. If it breaks, then I'm gonna feel extremely bad and guilty. But I can't see too much breaking other than the mechanisms with inside the Cookie Monster. The connection between Train Spark and Cookie Monster should be fine. There shouldn't be any issues with that. The only issue I can see again is the mechanisms that are built with inside of the Cookie Monster. So anyway, we're flying at decent speeds here. This will take a very long time, at least I'm gathering. So I will most likely fast forward through here in a warp drive type effect. So I'll turn my HUD off and everything, and we'll be good to see the journey. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Enjoy. Whoa! Okay, we have break. Everything's gone slightly wrong. Okay, what happened? Was it landing gear? Landing gear is good, but it did break anyway, so I'm gonna have to try to forcibly make this thing reconnect. Not the easiest of things to do, all things considered, but it does have auto lock on, which is a good thing, to say the least. So, as long as we match ourselves up here, and come in at a good angle. So it does seem like going over certain speeds can cause this thing to go catastrophically. How's that word said? Oh wow, I'm bad at English today. Apparently so. Okay. Okay, let's get this thing lined up. We are still way off. I don't want to ruin anything. We do have a bit of time, at least until an asteroid comes up. But again, I don't really want to risk too much. Okay, that should be. Should be on. You'd think so anyway. Okay, we have one landing gear. That's better than nothing. Okay. I guess we just need to stay as smooth as possible and we will be okay. We still have about 3 minutes or so to get home. 3 minutes. We can do this. Hold on, Train Spark. Hold on for your dear life, my friend. We will get you home. Hopefully. Can I use the other landing gear on this? We can't. Nothing is actually connected. Nothing's in proximity. But we're fine. We're still drifting in the general direction. So we are, for the most part, we are okay. Awesome. Nope, not awesome. Oh, everything's gone. Everything's exploded. Okay, I need to slow down. That was the weapons. The weapons are gone. Oh, okay. Slowing down. Okay, we should be fine for now. Again, we did just lose the weapons on the front, the top and the right, but we seem to be okay. High-speed travel. Don't do it if you have... This is fine. This is what I expected from high-speed travel. Okay, we are within 2 kilometers of our base. We are slowly drifting past it, but that's no big deal. I will slow down to a complete stop right now. Now the ship obviously is going a little bit out of control because of the train spark that we have attached to it, but that is no big deal. We will just continue our flight over there very, very slowly. Anyway, that was an interesting flight. We did take a little bit of damage to the cookie monster. I can't really tell if there's any damage to the train spark itself. I haven't noticed anything too obvious, so we seem to be okay for the most part. There's our base right there. We're coming up from behind it, oddly enough. I didn't even think that we could see it at this point, but I guess that would be silly of me to assume that we couldn't have seen it. Okay, so yeah, we obviously, when we slow down, we will go a little bit funky, but I want to pull up at a point where I can actually get out and walk onto the platform. Now, I won't be able to really do too much interaction with these ships just yet until I get the other one kind of set up where I can actually utilize it quite well. So I'm going to park it in a way that where I can access the train spark as well as jumping off this thing safely. So here we are, back at home now, finally. It was a very long journey. I mean, we have been traveling very far throughout the galaxy, so I really can't wait till we get to the point of maybe building ourselves a Supergate. So anyway, we'll go just up over here a little. And again, I'm going to be jumping down on top of these 2 ships here to get back down to my platform. Now we should be within gravitational range. Yes, indeed we are, which is great. And then we'll go up here a little bit and a little up thrust, and we should be okay now to jump down and get within inside the train spark here and detach it and everything. So let's get out and let's see how this turns out for us. We've traveled very far. Again, I can't remember the exact distance that we have traveled. I don't want to fall inside of there because that would be very, very nerve-wracking. But if we can travel up above here and then jump down on top of the train spark, on top of the platform itself, hopefully without taking too much damage. So let me just try to go down. Actually, I probably could go inside here, actually, couldn't I? I don't know if this is actually accessible by person. No, this side isn't, so we actually can't do that. We have to go... right now. Obviously, I can detach the cockpit. Apparently, that's the thing you can do. I don't necessarily feel the need to do that right now. Okay, I'm just going to try and jump and avoid train spark and hopefully land not on Kino. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Kino, for catching me. You've always been there for me. Okay, cool. Let's detach this and we'll be on our very merry way. Here we go. We'll detach now. And go forth. Just ever so softly, and there we go. We are now free, and we're good. How cool is that? Awesome. So now we have 2 ships here. We have one that can help us build our base just a little bit more, and we have the cookie monster, which I will be disassembling in time. And actually, I can probably even use this thing to disassemble it. So awesome. Yeah. So I'll leave this episode here. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this episode. This was a very interesting one. Again, very scary with the fact that the ships were kind of falling apart on their way back home. But that is a risk we have to take when traveling at high speeds, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Stay awesome, everyone.